Hey gang, Bill Sheridan with the Maryland Association of CPAs back once again. Happy Monday to you all. Getting your work week started once again with another great CPA story for you. If you're new to this whole journey of ours, we've been interviewing members near and far over the last year or so in search of the purpose behind this profession, right? The why behind what CPAs do. And this week, my guest is Addie Blickenstaff. Addie is a native of Sharpsburg, Maryland. Any Civil War buffs out there will know the name. Sharpsburg is the home of the Antietam battlefield, but more to the point for this conversation, right? Addie is also an audit manager with Dillion and Stang. And in the grand tradition of the accounting and finance profession, she likes to think of her purpose, the why behind her work, in terms of an acronym. CPA is the acronym, in fact, but it's a three-pronged purpose for Addie: connect, provide, and advice. And I'm going to let her explain here in just a second. Also, the other great thing about Addie's story is the kind of unsung and too often untold impact that really great teachers can have, not just on our careers, but on our lives in general. They truly do make all the difference in the world. And you're going to hear Addie tell you a little bit about that as well. I'm going to let her pick it up from here. Here is Addie Blickenstaff with her CPA story.
I had an awesome accounting high school teacher.
Okay.
She was the quirkiest, most lively teacher that I had. And so she made accounting fun and exciting. And I found when I was in that class that I really liked it. I always took well to anything math related. That was kind of my strong subject in school. But what I loved about accounting is that there was always an answer. Right. There was everything balanced, right? We all know that. So there was never like this ambiguity about what the answer was, or like when I take those dang calculus classes and you had to prove something out, right? Accounting was straight and narrow, very black and white. And I loved that. So her inspiration in high school is what made me continue into college.
That's great. It's easy how much we take for granted really great
Mhm.
teachers, I mean, and the difference
Absolutely.
that they can make. I mean,
Absolutely.
I still have my dad was a high school chemistry teacher, and to this day, I've got friends from high school, middle school, high
Mhm.
school, my dad's long since gone, but they reach out to me all the time and say, I was just thinking about your dad today. What a great teacher. I mean, that type of stuff lasts a lifetime, and
Absolutely. Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
What do you see as the purpose behind your work, Addie? I mean, what do you accomplish by doing what you do?
Sure. And I was thinking about this, Bill, in anticipation of this meeting. And again, right, us CPAs love our acronyms. And I thought, well, let me play off of the CPA title and let me think about three things that I love in the CPA acronym world. So the first is I thought of the word connect, right? In my job and in this network of CPAs, well, first there's a wide array of a network. We're connected to so many different people, so many different clients. And I think that's super important for the work that I do, servicing my clients, because I'm able to connect them to their needs and to different people to help benefit whatever they're looking for. I think the CPA world is this huge community of folks that all are here to support one another. So that's really
Mhm.
fun and different. And then so next would be the P of the CPA. And I said, well, that's really to provide, right? We are here to provide solutions to our clients, whether that be, compliance. Certainly clients need audits and they need tax returns and stuff like that. Those are the easy things to talk about. But in addition to those compliance things, we're also here to just provide consulting and best practices and a relationship. Right. I hope that my clients look to me as more of a relationship than a commodity. And I really want to be that go-to person for them. And then lastly, I would just say is the advice or the advise aspect of it, right? We are here to give practical advice in this world that's ever so changing. New standards are coming out. They don't understand where to go here or there. And so I want to be that first person they come to. And so those three things, Bill, is really what I think my purpose is. I want to connect with my clients. I want to provide the solutions that they need. And then I want to be able to advise and provide good practical advice to them when they desire it.
Yeah, that's great. And it kind of struck me as you were going through that list that, those things had very little to do with like debits and credits, and
Absolutely.
it's all
Mhm.
about people really and relationships. Yeah,
Yes, and that's why I love this job is the people aspect of it. Is all the relationships I have with my clients, the team members I have on my team within my firm. So I really love the people aspect of this job.
that's great. But I mean, and you, I think, alluded a little bit to it with that last answer. But what's most gratifying for you in what you do? What inspires you, I guess, about the work you do?
I think what's most gratifying is these relationships I have with the clients, honestly. It's nice to feel that they value our services. They reach out and when they give so much gratitude for what they do and they send that nice email at the end of the engagement that says, "Thanks so much. I don't know what we'd do without you." Like that's so gratifying because it means that that grind and that day to day that I'm doing is worth it and it's putting a smile or checking boxes for the client on the other end.
That's great. So I mean, let's say you were, face to face with someone who's just kind of starting out, high school, college student,
Hmm.
still
Hmm.
struggling to figure out what they want to do or where they want to go. I mean, what would you tell them about accounting, um, and what it can do for them?
I would first probably say that accounting is so wide, right? I think a lot of people, when they think accounting, they think that I'm like I don't know, behind the desk person or I'm doing taxes. Again, that's what I thought when I was young, right? But I think now in today's world, the accounting options are so wide and you can get into accounting in many different facets of this industry, right? And I remember talking to some kids when I did some junior achievement events, and right, they always love to hear that I could be an accountant for an NFL player or something, their personal CPA, right? They love to hear that. And really that is so true, right? We can be behind the desk, we can be in front of people speaking. In today's world of technology, we can be an information technology accountant, the forensic accountant. So I think I would explain to him all the various options and try to minimize that very standard thought of what an accountant.
Great stuff there from Addie Blickenstaff. So glad she could take time out of her busy schedule to be here with us this week. We want to hear from you as well. Head on over to macpa.org/y when you have a couple seconds and share your story with us as we try to offer a little bit of inspiration to the next generation of accounting and finance professionals. We want to hear what your CPA purpose is as well. And in the meantime, thanks for being here. As always, we'll be back next week with more stories to share then. And until then, have a great week. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.